Okay, let's get right into it. We're going to uncover a hidden command and control system in your brain, a system that decides just how much something is really going to hurt. It's a fascinating story about a tiny molecule and a massive response.
You know that feeling, right? You get some tiny injury, but the pain, the feeling of it, seems way out of proportion. Well, it turns out that's not you overreacting. It's actually a very deliberate, very sophisticated defense strategy. And we're about to meet the molecule that's pulling all the strings.
All right, to get to the bottom of this, we have to meet our main character, a tiny but incredibly powerful molecule called prostaglandin E2. Let's just call it PGE2. Think of PGE2 as your body's emergency first responder. It's not just sitting around in your cells. It's custom built on the spot, right when and where it's needed.
So check this out. The moment a cell gets damaged, from a cut, a bump, whatever, its membrane breaks and releases this stuff called arachidonic acid. That one event kicks off this whole chain reaction, this cascade, that immediately starts pumping out PGE2. It's like your own injured cells are sounding the alarm bell right at the scene of the crime.
So what's the first thing this PGE2 does? Well, it does exactly what you'd expect. It gets to work right there, at the source, mobilizing the initial defense and sending out those very first signals of pain.
What it's doing is basically turning the volume dial way up on all the nerves right around the injury. This is called hyperalgesia, and it's the reason that area gets so tender and sore. It's your body's way of shouting, hey, protect this spot, leave it alone. But this is just the opening act.
Because here's where things get really interesting. That local pain, that's just part of the story. The really dramatic stuff happens far, far away from the actual injury. That local signal is just a message, and now we're going to follow it all the way to headquarters. And here is the big plot twist. PGE2 doesn't just work locally. No, it sends an urgent, system-wide alert signal all the way up to the brain. It's not just reporting a local problem anymore. It's initiating a full-blown, coordinated, top-down response.
See, deep inside your brainstem, there's this incredible network that is, for all intents and purposes, a master volume knob for your entire experience of pain. Two of the key players here are called the periaqueductal gray, the PAG, and the rostral ventromedial medulla, or RVM. And here's the kicker. This system can turn pain down, which is called inhibition, or it can crank it way, way up. That's called facilitation. Okay, so inside this RVM control center, you've basically got two sets of neurons working against each other. You've got the on cells, which are the gas pedal for pain. When they fire, pain signals get amplified. Then you've got the off cells, which are the brakes. And normally, these brakes are always on, constantly suppressing pain signals to keep things in check.
And this is the big reveal. This is how it all comes together. That PGE2 message hits the PAG in the brain, which then tells the RVM what to do. And what's the order? It's simple. Hit the gas and take your foot off the brake. The on cells start firing like crazy, and the off cells go quiet. And then, and this is the craziest part, the brain sends this newly amplified signal back down the spinal cord, effectively yelling at the original injury site, making the whole thing feel so much worse. Now, you might be thinking, why on earth would my brain do that to me? Well, it's not a bug, it's a feature. This is a brilliant survival strategy designed to protect your whole body from the shock of an injury. It's called bracing and armoring. The brain is deliberately creating a state of high alert, a full body alarm that forces you into a defensive state. It makes you rest, guard the injury, and give your body a chance to recover.
And this isn't just some theory. As the researchers in this field always point out, the pain we actually feel is almost never a direct one-to-one signal from an injury. It's an experience that is constructed, edited, and powerfully shaped by these top-down systems in the brain. Your brain is the ultimate director of the movie of your pain.
So why does all this matter so much? Because this absolutely incredible protective system, this pain amplifier, well, it can sometimes go horribly wrong. It really is a double-edged sword. In some people, that pain amplifier in the brain gets stuck in the on position. The gas pedal is just floored 24/7, and the brakes are completely gone. We now understand this to be one of the key ways acute pain can morph into a debilitating chronic pain condition. That protective bracing and armoring system basically forgets how to shut itself off.
So that leaves us with a pretty provocative thought, doesn't it? If our own brain has this powerful built-in volume knob for pain, what does that mean for the future of how we treat it? maybe the answer isn't just about trying to block pain signals from the bottom up, but about learning how to help the brain turn down its own volume from the top down.